Right now on KSBY News, we're learning more about an Amtrak train crash that killed a man near Guadalupe. Health officials warn of a dangerous flu season ahead and talk about what makes their new vaccine different. Las Vegas goes dark to honor the anniversary of the deadliest mass shooting in modern U.S. history.
We got very, very lucky, and we know it, and we are very thankful.
And a mother speaks of her son's bravery as he recovers from a shark attack at a California beach.
Keeping you informed everywhere. KSBY News starts right now.
Thanks for joining us for the news tonight. I'm Richard Gearhart. We're learning more about a train collision that killed a man near Guadalupe. Santa Barbara County deputies say a passenger Amtrak train struck and killed a man on the tracks near Pacheco and 12th Streets this afternoon. Deputies say the engineers saw the man sitting on the tracks, honked his horn and braked. The man stood up but didn't get off in time. Deputies are still confirming his identity and notifying his family. Preliminary investigations show it was an accidental death, but an official cause is still pending lab results. Highway 101 near Refugio State Beach is reopened tonight for a police chase ended in a car crash. Santa Barbara County Fire says a woman was leading police and CHP on a pursuit that started in Lompoc when she lost control and slammed into a pickup truck on Highway 101 South north of the beach. Her car flipped and she ended up in the center divider. The two men in the pickup rolled off the road and hit a tree. All were taken to hospitals with injuries. None of those injuries, though, were severe. One lane of the road and the railroad was closed for several hours while the roadway was cleared. November 1st marks 100 years since the deadly Spanish influenza broke out, and last year was one of the most severe flu seasons on record. KSBY reporter Megan Healy spoke to health experts about this year's flu vaccine. She joins us live in the studio. Megan?
Richard, you might start to see signs like get your flu shot here at your local pharmacies. That's because the Spanish influenza is still considered the deadliest disease outbreaks recorded in history, and health experts are creating new flu vaccines each year.
Last winter, the influenza killed 80,000 people across the nation, recording the disease's highest death toll in at least 4 decades. Marlon Peterson is getting ready for his 15th flu shot.
My wife convinced me. I found that they're very effective for me.
He says after skipping the vaccine 1 year, he'll never skip it again.
If I do get sick, even with a cold, it's much milder when I've had a flu shot.
Public Health Officer of San Luis Obispo County, Rick Rawson, says it's hard to determine whether a flu vaccine will be effective or not, but thinks doctors are working hard to get it right.
I would think we would do a bit better since last year was not the greatest in terms of vaccine effectiveness. But it's important to remember that even when the vaccine is not effective, that it helps with severity of illness.
This year there are 2 vaccines based on the strains that circulated the Southern Hemisphere last year. One protects against 4 strains, the other 3.
There are just so many that I feel like I will take my chances and try and be healthy otherwise.
Instead, Erica McGuire shares some of her mom tips.
Do hand sanitizer in the car, you wash your hands as soon as you get home. I swear by that.
People as young as 3 years old can start getting their flu vaccines as early as today. Health experts tell me it's especially important for people with other illnesses or anyone over the age of 65 to get vaccinated. Live in the studio, Megan Healy, KSBY News.
All right, Megan, got mine already. Thank you. The Public Health Department will be giving free flu shots at their clinic Sunday, October 21st from 9 a.m. to noon. Dave?
Out to Avila Beach we go, and it was a beautiful day today. Temperatures did well, and there's still rain on the way. In fact, there's higher confidence in it tonight. That's interesting when you look at a webcam like that. Remember, by the way, we have significant swell still in the water due to former Hurricane Rosa, which is still a tropical storm, and here it is here. That's not the storm we're talking about. We were in this clear gap today, but we have this new system on the way, and the latest modeling likes what's going on in here and is indicating that the south coast, parts of Santa Barbara County, could pick up more rain than prior model runs were indicating. I still think the front is going to fall apart on arrival to the central coast, but again, we've got plenty of moisture supply streaming in. This is the rapidly updating local model that we use for the storm. You can see not much happens tomorrow. Now, overnight, tomorrow night into early Wednesday morning, we start to see some showers, and then inside of that, we're going to see some locally heavy rain potential. When we see these yellows and oranges here indicating on the model, those are heavier rain rates, and they look like they're going to be going across Santa Barbara County during the afternoon and into the early evening. That's important because Santa Barbara County was wondering what to tell people in those burn areas. They decided not to say much today other than we don't really need to worry, except they may have to start rethinking that because of the sensitivity in the area. Now, the models are not indicating 4 inches or anything like that, but it is indicating perhaps an inch, maybe even an inch and a half across Santa Barbara County, with less across San Luis Obispo County. And the idea is being backed by several models. So again, confidence is going up. We're going to talk a little bit more about this system in a few minutes. Until then, Richard, back to you.